Scripture reading is from Luke chapter 23, verses 39 to 43. One of the criminals who were hanged there kept undergirding him and saying, "Are you not the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other rebuked him, saying, "Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of the condemnation? And we indeed have been condemned justly, for we are getting what we have deserved for our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." He replied, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Jesus' second word, "Truly I tell you, today you can be with me in paradise." I read this second word several times and then keep meditating on it. And then one image came up in my mind. What would be the image of sin that I can explain or present with it? What is the best way to explain what sin is like? And I thought of one experience that when I write it with things on the paper with a ballpoint pen, and then it's broken, the ink is spilled, and then it kind of spoiled my finger, and try to wash it, it does not go away right away. And then someday I worked with some craft things with the children, and then I touched something I didn't know about. It's very sticky, and then that sticky does not go away, right? So what would be the best way to describe what sin is like? And then I think the image best to describe is a ink or something like a sticky. It does not go away right away. And then I thought that this passage is truly telling us about what sin is like, and then how can we do dealing with such a simple situation in our lives. 2 points came to mind, and then connected those 2 things together, and then revealed the grace of God showed to us through Jesus' crucifixion. First one is that, again, sin is very strong in terms of persistence. It persists. Sin maybe personified of sin is Satan and then evil things around us. It's so strong in terms of not giving up, chasing our lives. So it's so strong in persistence in our lives. One of the criminals, maybe left or right, either one, we choose one and the other one, hung on the cross by Jesus. I think it shows an example that sin is so strong and persistent in person's life. Because that criminal, at the very moment of his humiliated life, and then at the end of his life, he looked at Jesus, and then he just said about Jesus, but that came out of his heart. And actually that reflects his life. Oh, you claimed you are the Messiah, then why don't you save yourself and save us? Well, people can say like this, you claimed you are the Messiah, then why don't you save yourself? That point, that makes sense. But save yourself and us, what does it mean? Oh, he deserves, he can be saved by the Messiah? Well, there's something going on in his life and in his heart. Sin still worked his mind and thought and everything. That is the very moment he was about to die. And then he does not look at himself. He does not reflect on his own life. He looked at others. And you said you are the Messiah. Why don't you save yourself and save me? He mocked Jesus. Actually, he did not Jesus as the Messiah. His arrogance and his own kind of, conviction on his life maybe, that distorted. So sin still is persistent in his life. Sin does not go away, even at the very last point of person's life. Sin is really sticky. It not go away easily. The other criminal, in fact, shows very opposite attitude. He reflects his own life rightly. I deserve this punishment, but not this man. We are punished justly, but not this man. And then he said, Jesus, remember me. Sin is persistent. It's not easy to get away from sin in life. And yet, God provides us an opportunity. You cannot break the chain of sin, but there is a way that you can get away from sin. And we can find that way in this story. The second point is this. I think it's really beautiful moment. And probably for this criminal who just admitted his simple life and destiny to death, just appeal to Jesus. Jesus, can you remember me when you come into your kingdom? That was very amazing and most beautiful moment when he heard Jesus' word. You'll be with me in paradise. You'll be with me in paradise. Do you think this criminal person expected the kind of answer from Jesus? I'm not sure. But what we can see in this scene is amazing because one person's desperate moment, worst situation, experience, encountered most blessed moment in his life. In his entire life, maybe it's very sinful. He probably did something wrong and then ran away. That may be the sums of his life. But at the very last moment, he heard the beautiful word. Yes, you'll be with me in the paradise. It's amazing to imagine how emotional, how happy he could be at that moment. And we see Good Friday is the darkest moment. And Jesus said 7 words on the cross, right? The second word, there, opens up, glimpse of light for all people in the worst situation. Because your life is not at all but sinful, nothing, then there is a glimpse of hope. You will be with me in the paradise. Darkest moment, but that was a gate to the blissful moment. Blessing, salvation, and being with Jesus, everything that he could imagine as the best is given to him at the last and the worst moment of his life. And then what made this dramatic change happen? Just simple thing. He appealed to God, to Jesus. Oh, Jesus, please remember me. Jesus, please remember me when you come into your kingdom. Not mine, your kingdom. I imagined another scene. Jesus crucified, and then both sides, 2 criminals, all hung on the cross. And then this is the symbolic image for the world. All people are sinners. Apostle Paul declared, no righteous person in the world. No one is righteous. We are all sinners. In the world, there are all sinners. Jesus stood on the crucifixion in the center. Both sides, criminal. Simple word, that's it. Center, Jesus. Both sides and everything, just simple criminal. And everyone just looking at them. And, well, sinful, yet consistent. To be sinful, yet I know I'm a sinner, but Lord, please remember me. In the dark world, there are 2 ways. Well, I know what I am doing, but it's wrong. Jesus, please remember me. That's the way to blessing. That's the way to salvation. Second word, today you'll be with me in paradise. Is not only given to that criminal who asked really big favor for him, but also is given to all of us. I know I'm a sinner. I know all of you would confess you are sinner. Then it's okay. Only when you can say, Jesus, remember me. Jesus, remember me. Then you'll see the light. You'll be with me in the paradise. God bless.